What's going on, YouTube? We're back doing another project here on the Scrambler. So today we're going to be working on, we're going to do spark plugs, wires, coil. I found MSD coil for it. It should fit. Everything looks good. So we'll see when we actually get done with this thing and fire it up. And then I'm also going to be replacing this bell crank here. You can get these from NCB Performance. J-Part sells them. So these tend to crack and then the splines don't catch anymore. So you go to shift a gear and it's sloppy. Or just if it completely breaks, you won't shift a gear and you'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be stuck somewhere trying to put it in gear with a pair of pliers to get back home, especially if you're going forward and back, forward and back. So the build's almost getting there. It's definitely getting close. If you haven't seen the other videos or you're curious about something, comment or just watch the videos and see what we've done to it so far. Like I said, it's almost there. Still working on it. Still got parts to put on. But yeah, let's get going on this. Alright, so we're going to start off. I'm going to take this bolt out, 10mm, pull these plugs out, the plug wires, and swap out the spark plugs. I'll show you guys what I'm swapping them with, and then we'll go to the coil. Alright, so wires, just pulled them out, and for those of you that are curious, it is a 14mm. It is not a 5/8. If somebody does ask about the air filter box, last video was on. This video it's gone because I took it off to clean it, and I'm also going to redo the snorkels. I did not do a video on taking it off, but if you guys do want to see that, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely go through the whole process. It's very simple though. Just let me know. Alright, I'm going to pull the plugs out. If you are curious, it does fit without taking the shift linkage rod out. Put the socket in first, then slide your extension in, and there you go. You got plenty of room. See, I got the other one loose. I'm going to loosen this one up and pull them both out. Alright, got both spark plugs out. They're definitely carboned up, running rich, and I absolutely hate Autolite spark plugs. So I'm really happy these things are going. Never had a good experience with Autolites. I will be replacing them with some NGKs. There we go, NGK spark plugs. And hopefully we get a better burn, plus the MSD setup should make a nice difference for us. Alright, for whoever's wondering which NGK plugs, here's the part number for you. Alright, throw these bad boys in and we'll check it on later on in the season, see how they go. Alright, spark plugs are in. The new wires I got from MSD are kind of long, and the actual wire part itself going to the coil short. So we are experimenting with this, looking to see if I can set up an MSD on it. I'm going to pop the coil off, see if everything plugs in. It's got that center bolt right there to get it off. And where is it? Oh, I had it upside down. There we go. It's a 20 Torx. Alright. Alright, once you get this bolt here loose, the whole coil is loose, unplug it and just simply pull it off. Alright. This is going to be for the ground, so make sure that goes back. And here's the new one. Here's the part number for it. I wish I had this machine together so I can just fire it up real quick and see what it does, but we'll find out when we put it all together. And it comes with the same bracket setup and everything for it, so we'll see. Alright, so for reference, this is how this piece goes, and the bolt sits recessed inside there to reach. Okay, and when you bolt it, don't forget this ground. Alright, so here we go. It's bolted down, Everything plugged in nice and tight. Wires are sitting like they're supposed to. We're going to put this bracket back here. Little strap in the 10 mil that holds it in place. And wait to get the rest of this machine back together so I can fire it up, and hopefully there's no issues with it. If there is, we're keeping the old one. Like I said, the wires unfortunately did not fit. The one was too short, you know, the wire itself to reach from the cylinder to the coil, and then the boots were way too long. They were like sticking way out here, so unfortunately that did not work, but we'll see. Hopefully I get some better burn out of these, because there's a lot of carbon buildup on those old spark plugs like I showed earlier. So with the new tune, exhaust and everything, redoing the snorkel kits, all that stuff, we'll see what it does. So I'm gonna finish tightening this up and make sure everything's nice and tight, and then we'll move on to this bell crank. Alright, so like how we talked about before with this bell crank here, we're gonna swap it out. You can get a brand new nice one from NCB Performance. This one is gonna be a 10 mil, and this one's gonna be a 13 mil. So I'm gonna zip these off and then show you just to pull right off. Alright, there you go. So the bottom one had this that went through it. The nut was on top, sitting like this, went through the lever there, and the 13 mil was right up here. And then we're gonna wiggle this a little bit and she'll pop right off, and we'll swap it out with a new one. I'll show you the new one in a second. Alright, so this has a mark. See the flat spot there? So you don't have to worry about messing it up. And if you do have a hard time getting it off, guys, use a screwdriver, put it in between, there you go, the washer and the bell crank there, and just pry it a little bit and you can walk it off. Alright, mine, it wasn't really stuck, so I just wiggled it a few times like this and it walks right off. Alright, here's the two different parts. This is the factory one. It feels fake and plastic. Sorry, Polaris. And this is the new one. It's got some weight to it. You can tell it's definitely a better part. And there's our notch. And we'll line that up. Alright, the new one. Just line it up. Slides right on. We'll put the 13 back in. We'll put the linkage back on here with a 10 millimeter, and we should be good to go. There you go. Brand new one in, ready to go, nice and solid, and I don't have to worry about that crappy aluminum, plastic, whatever it was from Polaris leaving me stranded somewhere. So that's it, guys, girls, for the video.